I'll tell you what, there is no better place in the world to be than here tonight, Yorktown, Virginia. Hi, everybody. I'm Kevin Kelly. I'm your host tonight for this huge event. It's Scars and Stripes presented by Mid-Atlantic Territory Wrestling. And I am proud, privileged, and honored to be here with the legendary voice, Brent Fleeter, and of course, the one and the only,
the voice of reason, Alexander B. Thomas.
Oh boy. Well, tonight, folks, of course, and everybody watching all around the world, this is the culmination of what seems to be months of build to now tonight here in this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, championship gold up for grabs, careers made, futures solidified. We, of course, are talking about the main event. Let's talk about the fact that the heavyweight championship is on the line. Give me your thoughts about champion and challenger.
I can't wait. Chase Emery has been a thorn in the side of Doug Delicious for months now. Finally, Doug puts him out of his misery, and we can move on from this whole Chase Emery thing.
One of the biggest favorites tonight has to be the challengers in the tag team title match as the Extreme Horsemen look to win the gold and finally put these upstarts to the side.
Kevin, I'm not so sure, and neither are all of this legion of fans. However, it has happened before. They will take any magic, good, bad, or indifferent they can get. Can the champions retain here tonight? Boy, we can only hope so.
And personally, on a personal note, Ace Montana finally tonight gets flattened by Manowar in a strap match. I can't wait. I can't wait.
We've got tape fist. We've got no disqualifications. We've got everything and
a 20-man battle royal. My goodness, the winner will get a shot at the championship of his or her choice.
Cannot wait to see what's going to happen. Let's get up to our ring announcer, April Bailey.
The first match for Scars and Stripes is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first,
a lot of fans will be tuning in for the first time. What's this we've been hearing about, this Mid-Atlantic Territory Wrestling? There is something very special brewing down here in what used to be known as Crockett Country. Take a look.
And take a look at D. That is so fly.
He is at 200 pounds. He is the highlight of the show. So fly, Manny Lowe.
You heard it. So fly, Manny Lowe. We've seen him before. He's come up short a couple times against Blade Brown, but Fleeter, this could be his night tonight.
These two gentlemen certainly no strangers to one another, and usually, Kevin, as you will see here very shortly, these two gentlemen take very little time getting reacquainted. And tonight will be absolutely no difference. I certainly wouldn't think. They just don't like one another. Period. End of story. Although they do respect.
Well, what do you expect? Blade barking like a dog, running around here. I mean, throwing footballs around, of course.
Tell you what, the dogs are out here tonight. Heard them barking early.
That won't stop, I'm afraid.
And his opponent, from Raleigh, North Carolina, weighing in at 230 pounds, he is Blade Brown.
Blade Brown's got championship stock written all over him. He has the look, he has the charisma, he has the intensity, but then again, Manny Lowe doesn't seem to be missing too many of those pieces either, Mr. AB.
If Blade Brown would just learn how, he's got the charisma, the intensity, the ability. If he just learned that sometimes a poke to the eye is fine,
right.
A low blow is fine, whatever you got to do to get the win. I mean, imagine combining that with what you already got, and then you've got an actual championship caliber star.
Did it ever occur to you that Blade Brown doesn't need any of that, ABT? Why would he need any of that? Oh, now, collar and elbow. We will have a wrestling contest after all.
So, inform me, is Manny Lowe wearing that shoulder brace because of previous existing injury?
I discussed that with him earlier. I'm not at liberty to disclose that sort of thing, Kevin.
Right.
Well, again, anytime that there is a strain to the AC joint, you might see an athlete wear that to try to keep compression on that shoulder.
Heavy arm bar.
My good friend Chris Brooks, who competes full-time in Japan, has worn one of those for years. As Blade Brown now steps around with the side headlock. You can tell there is an intensity here in the building tonight, and it is going to go from bell to bell, from start to finish, with championships on the line in our final 2 matches. And again, I cannot stress this enough, that the champions in the semifinal tag team title match, Bad Magic, they come in as a clear underdog.
That's every match,
do.
Kevin.
They do, but they've got 2 wins over the Extreme Horsemen. The Extreme Horsemen have to get it done tonight, but I don't want to take away from this. Manny Lowe now swinging at Blade Brown. Oh, and did you hear the barking?
Solid
Did you hear the
body
barking?
now from the Alpha Dog. Both competitors now to their feet, but a huge elbow now to the chest of Manny Lowe. And the Alpha Dog now showing his strength,
Yeah,
Kevin,
Manny,
which is quite impressive.
No doubt
I will
about
say.
it. Manny Lowe tipping the scales. He is a certain heavyweight for sure, but now Blade Brown gets run shoulder first between the second and third rope.
He might be visiting a pharmacy and picking up a apparatus of his own as Blade Brown. Wow, what a suplex now.
Seeing that hammerlock, all of Blade Brown's weight down. Oh, kick out at 2.
Bill Olsen right on top of the action as usual. Go ahead, ABT. Say what you will.
Me? I would never say anything bad about Bill Olsen at all. He's a bastion of integrity. But, yeah, anyway, but Manny Lowe almost had that pinfall. I like this. He's in firm control here.
Where did it all fall apart between these two, or have Manny Lowe and Blade Brown never gotten along?
It has been a tenacious, nasty feud for as long as I can remember. But, you know, you can't help but notice both of these men are almost bookends of one another. Their thought processes are just a little bit opposite.
Cover. Didn't hook the leg, Cleaner. Didn't hook the leg.
And we point that out time and time again. I don't know if it's overconfidence or just maybe lack of.
Is he more focused? Is Manny Lowe more focused on submitting Blade Brown than pinning him 1, 2, 3?
I think he's more concerned and concentrating all his efforts on eradicating Blade Brown, in my estimation.
Speaking of eradication there.
Dear
And this big-time heavyweight bout is what's kicking off the action here tonight at Scars and Stripes.
Rearranging the laundry of Manny Lowe is the Alpha Dog.
This is one of those matches that has major implications, too. I mean, the winner moves up the rankings for the heavyweight championship. There's no question about that. Doug Delicious has to be watching this, and even Chase Emery has to be watching this to see what might lie in their future.
And fellas, you notice Blade Brown now is favoring that the left arm.
Wait.
As a result of possibly being shot into that corner post earlier.
From the right side, a power slam, but lands heavy on his left elbow to the cover.
1, 2.
And a kick out.
Boy, 2 3/8 from referee Bill Olsen. So very close, but he is genuinely favoring that arm, guys.
Well, if, and I'm not saying this is the case, but if Manny Lowe does have a bad wing here, maybe he's trying to even it up. Maybe he's trying to take Blade's arm out and make it an even fight.
Connecting.
And you saw Blade. He looked like he was covering up that left shoulder, and it left his chin unprotected, and Manny Lowe got all the way up. Now takes it for the ride.
Wow.
Quick snap on that turning suplex cover, shoulders down.
And it was quite effective. Man.
I like it. Hooking the leg, going for the cover. The thing is, you're not paid by the hour. And there you go, rip the arm out of the socket. That'll do it. Tap him out.
And now Lowe going to work on that already possibly very injured left arm and shoulder of Blade Brown.
Blade Brown using strength.
Wait, cover.
Look at this power. My goodness.
One-armed, by the way. This may not be the best of ideas for Brown. Wait a minute.
Say that. Look at that.
Spiked him with the bulldog from the second rope.
He most certainly did. And Manny Lowe certainly showing the signs that was a quite effective
and
maneuver.
Alexander B. Thomas with a big smile on his face. Manny Lowe with the veteran move there.
Get used to that.
Realizing he was in dire trouble and smartly rolling to the outside, preventing the pinning combination. Now begging off, saying no more. Wait a second,
There you
sidestep.
go.
Oh,
Good job.
Manny Lowe
turn around,
obviously didn't see the conclusion of that, as Blade was quite able to grab that top rope and keep himself.
Wait a minute, got a hold of the second rope.
Oh, come on now.
The referee didn't see it.
He didn't.
Yes. The referee didn't see it.
Our winner,
Didn't see what? Who won?
Superfly Manny Lowe.
Well, again, the referee's position, the focus was on the shoulders of Blade Brown, but he did not see clearly that Manny Lowe had a grip on that second rope.
Kevin, whose music is playing? Well, they cut it off as soon as I said something.
Superfly, no, go ahead. It's Manny Lowe's
SoFly
music.
Manny Lowe. That's your winner, SoFly Manny Lowe. Manny Lowe, Blade Brown, I couldn't be happier. Manny Lowe victorious in your opening contest right here at Scars and Stripes.
Well, obviously, this is the way to get things started, but we've also got an extra announcer here in the back, much to your chagrin.
Old Petri dish. Let's hear from Lee Petrie right now.
The biggest grudge match in Virginia is here tonight at MATW Scars and Stripes as Man of War takes on Big Ace Montana. Ace, if I could have you come in here for just a second.
What's going on, Daddy?
Oh, we're Scars and Stripes tonight. We can't.
Scars and Stripes is better. It's the best way to even call a pay-per-view like tonight, Daddy.
Indeed. So Man of War and Ace Montana have gone head-to-head and toe-to-toe, and it has been the battle of the behemoths all up and down Virginia. But tonight, it's a strap match. You finally get in where you want them.
You know, my mama told me one time, you don't make it home past your, if you don't get home in time, when I tell you to get home, I'm gonna use this belt on you. My mom's been beating me with belts since I was a little boy. But tonight, I have to realize that the man I'm stepping in the ring with is not just an average man. Over 6 foot, 390 pounds of Bosnian toughness. You know what I'm saying, Jack?
Yes, sir.
But all I'm gonna say to you people out there is you come out to see Ace Montana tonight, I'm gonna give you everything I got. From my cowboy hat to my cowboy boots, Daddy. I'm gonna give you everything I got. Big Ace Montana is gonna be live in living color for MATW, Daddy. We're gonna walk that line. Man of War, I have seen what you can do, but you have only seen half of what I can do. You dig that, Jack? Hey, we'll see y'all live. MATW. Stars and Stripes. Scars and Stripes, right?
Indeed.
Woo! That's funky.
Battle of the Big Men, strap match, Man of War, Big Ace Montana tonight.
The following is a tape fist match. It is a standard wrestling match, but the winner must knock their opponent out for a 10 count.
Wow.
It is scheduled for 15 minutes. Introducing first.
Again, not one fall, but as April Bailey reading down the rules, it is winner by 10 count. And if you are Reggie Collins, the question is, do you even need tape fists?
He is 186 pounds. He is the youngest veteran in professional wrestling. He is Reggie Collins.
And I say that because as we take a look at Reggie Collins talking about that scar over his right eye, which is at the center of this, Brent Fleener, as of late we have seen Reggie Collins have a little assist on the end of that fist.
And will that same assist will it appear here tonight? One would certainly hope not. There is bad blood
what
here.
What sort of assist are we talking about,
well,
guys? You mean that strong fist? I mean that knockout punch?
Well, here's the reason why we tape fists in a situation like this. In an effort to level the playing field. Because if Reggie Collins has that equalizer in his tights, at least his opponent here tonight will have strong enough weaponry taped around his two fists as well.
I can't believe you two accusing Reggie Collins of cheating.
think of how many times Party McFly has been busted wide open, attacked from behind. Reggie Collins, by the way, asked for this.
By the way, Reggie Collins is the one with the big scar over his eye as well.
Exactly.
1985 begins the Hometown Boy, Party McFly.
And there may be a few additional scars added here tonight. This man is just, quite simply, he is tired of the playing field not being level.
So Reggie Collins, who had talked to us earlier today, talked about the nerve damage above his right eye, that scar, the vision loss. He could have lost his eye. And again, I play no favorites when it comes to permanent injury, but there is an element of you reap what you sow. But the question I have for you, ABT, does Party McFly have the power of the punch equal to Reggie Collins here tonight?
Well, that's almost out of the question. You talk about, look at Reggie. This entire time, Todd Myers has been having to tell Reggie, not yet, not yet, not yet. Reggie's raring to go. He's like a bull. They're waiting to pull the gate. Look at him. Just look at him. He's watching Party, but you said it yourself, the scar over his eye. Look at how intently he is looking and staring down Party McFly. He can't wait for that bell to ring.
Well, McFly's going to get this jacket off. Hey, all of these antics and whatnot, that doesn't say that he's not ready to go.
All right, so referee Todd Myers will be giving instructions to both athletes, as this is a non-traditional professional wrestling match. While it is, of course, a sanctioned bout and it is part of MATW action, it is not a non-sanctioned match. It is not a lights-out match per se. So the referee will bring both athletes together and remind them of the 10 count. Now, you could also have a situation where a referee could potentially stop this. And that is what Todd Myers is telling both of them right now. It will be the referee's discretion if a stoppage is necessary. The bell sounds, and here we go. So we will not see a traditional lock-up collar and elbow to begin.
Couple of nice jabs being thrown by McFly early on, though, guys.
And Reggie Collins heading for the safety of the floor here.
Well, you can't beat him if he's outside.
I make no bones about it. I'm no fan of Collins. Smart move. A very smart move.
He's the youngest veteran. Fleener, it's not just a moniker.
That is a moniker. But again, I respect a second-generation athlete. I respect what Reggie Collins' family has meant for this industry. And at one time, I was very high on Reggie Collins, and of course a recent change in his wrestling style, more of a reliance on shortcut tactics. It's kind of
again,
very well said.
Talking about shortcuts, what is Fleener paying you to say these lies?
All right, so wait a minute now.
Well,
caught him with a short fist.
Oh!
And in the headlock.
Huge right hook. Boy, if that would have connected, we may have all been going home.
And the idea, too, is that the referee has to take a back step and doesn't even warn about punches, because punches are legal. Downstairs, the body, ripping the body shots here. Party McFly, another wild swing and a miss. And again, Collins.
To the outside very wisely. I'm not so sure early on that Collins realizes what he's gotten himself into. McFly, on the other hand, he has answered the call, he has answered the bell, and he has come here to fight.
Well, Collins is playing this smart. He's going to the outside, he's catching his breath. Party McFly is going 100 miles an hour, and maybe that works for him, or maybe Collins just wears him out.
Two big shots to the bread basket was about all Collins.
All right, so now Collins wants to wrestle. So now, okay, they do lock up collar and elbow. And let's see here. There won't be a clean break, but who's going to land first? Myers stepping in. Oh, and he just caught him right above the right eye.
Those very tactics that you mentioned earlier,
look
Kevin.
Look at this now. He's trying to rip his eye.
He had his thumb clearly in his eye socket, it looked like, Kevin, from this vantage point, but I'm not so sure. But McFly is favoring that eye. Goodness.
Now there will be no pinfalls. This is not about submission. It is 10 count and a winner.
Boy, three big rights, the last one leveling McFly.
All right, so now after the punch connects, the third one, Myers begins to count.
The young McFly, after those 3 huge rights, finds himself befuddled, bewildered, and clearly wondering what's happening now.
Here comes Reggie. Here goes Reggie. Hit him again. Hit him again. Oh.
Ducking the brief onslaught of Collins. Big left now from McFly.
And down he goes. Down he goes.
Look.
Reggie Collins could be out.
I didn't see him connect that clearly, but again, shades of the Muhammad Ali anchor punch, if you will.
Oh, come on, Reggie, get up.
Collins has stirred himself together somewhat and has made it to his knees, now to his feet.
There we go, there we go.
All right, so back up on his feet now. The referee says continue. Marty McFly squared up. And again, you can use other weapons, including the boot.
Yeah.
And we might not agree on everything, but is it safe that we can all agree that both of these men are a little worse for wear at this point in this match?
Oh, Collins looks as if he has most certainly been engaged in some sort of fight.
Oh. Big tomahawk right hand. And
as
again,
he is stumbling around. Ugh.
And so referee Todd Myers will begin to count again for the crowd favorite, Party McFly, who will have to get back up off the mat before 10, just like in boxing. However, this fight is not contested under rounds. It is one straight 15-minute round, and if it does go to time, it will be a time limit draw. There are no judges at ringside.
I mean, did you see the velocity that Collins laid him out with that shot?
He shellacked him. It landed flush, and McFly is telling the tale of just how effective that punch was.
And back on his feet at 9, but Party McFly is out, and it's going to be one more. Oh, back to the breadbasket. How about that big one?
Maybe playing possum just a bit, gentlemen. As McFly lands a huge right to the breadbasket of Collins. Wait a minute, blocks a right from Collins as McFly, and now has come apart. He is absolutely cold. That boot will kind of
back to the eye. Thumb, sinking that thumb deep into the left eye socket of Party McFly.
Well, that's just good strategy. You're supposed to pick a body part and attack it, aren't you?
Right.
Of course. He can't see, he can't win.
In a matchup like this, everything is legal. And a backdrop. The backdrop. Wait a minute. What is Collins doing
here? We go.
He's got the equalizer on his hand. Yes, indeed. That is wrapped in steel. That knuckle duster that has done damage. Here we go.
It has again reared its ugly head, but wait. Postponed. And hopefully, perhaps it has dropped from Collins' hand.
Look, Party McFly's got a foreign object.
Okay.
Did the referee see it? Oh! Goes the dynamite. Both men are down.
Emery.
Both men are down. So Party McFly may or may not have had a hunk of steel wrapped around his right hand. Either way, he absolutely drilled Reggie Collins.
But Kevin, is he going to be able to do anything about it? He is flat on his stomach. Collins is out on his back. McFly is trying his best desperately to get to his feet. Shades of Rocky too, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what he gets for cheating.
Hold on a second. Party McFly is pulling himself up, but Collins is pulling himself up as well. No, he didn't make it. He didn't make it. Party McFly has done it.
It is McFly indeed.
Your winner, Party McFly!
I think Todd Myers had to tell him that he won. I don't think he knew where he was when he got up.
I mean, we saw what both of these young fellas endured. You know, a match like this, it can derail, it can alter a career.
Well, you know, I've got to wonder, did either Reggie Collins or Party McFly have an idea of being part of the Revolution Rumble later on tonight?
They were figured.
I don't know if they will be able to be a part of it. How might that change things? The question is, what's next for Reggie Collins? But for tonight, it's Party McFly.
I would say what's next for Reggie Collins, Kevin, is the emergency room. If he exercises better judgment, that is, he couldn't be any more out if you would have hit him in the head with a sledgehammer. Look at him.
And Party McFly, the party lasts all night long. Let's go back to Lee Petrie.
Lee Petrie backstage here at MATW Scars and Stripes in Yorktown, Virginia. And tag title gold is on the line tonight as the Extreme Horsemen go after the belts they thought they should always have. Ladies and gentlemen, Preston Quinn.
It all comes down to this. Everything that we've been bred for, what's in our veins. You see, it's this simple. We don't just want to be the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions. We have to be the champions. You think that we can go home with the family heritage that we have and tell them that we don't have the gold? I don't think so. Tell them, brother.
It's finally good, Lee, to have you doing this with us because of that other goof was always in our way and screwed things up. So, welcome to the set.
Thank you, sir.
Bad Magic. A little bit later, you step in the ring with generals. You step in the ring with veterans. You step in the ring with warriors. At the end of the day, those belts come home where they belong because you two Backstreet Boys are in for a long ride tonight. See you soon, kids.
The tag titles are on the line. C.W. Anderson and Preston Quinn against Bad Magic.
The following is a no disqualification tag match.
Man, oh man, hold on to your hats for this one, folks.
Introducing first.
God bless Texas and God bless whiskey business.
Here they come.
Yeah.
Oh, a gleam in Mr. Thomas's eye as the announcement is made for one of his favorite tag teams.
Oh, I'm so excited.
You know, there are malcontents, Kevin, ne'er-do-wells, if you will, and people who just genuinely don't care to exercise morality.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't they say that
These
about...
fellas,
Hold on a second. Didn't they say that about Dusty Rhodes and Dick Murdoch? Didn't they say that about the original Texas Outlaws?
Yeah, I like
At one point in their career they did, but both somehow found the light.
Maybe I like this Kevin Kelly guy after all, because he's exactly right. They're here to drink, they're here to fight, they're here to win. That's what whiskey business is all about.
The rules are level. The playing field is level for both sides this no disqualification tag match.
Kevin, watch this.
I just realized what's coming now.
Watch this. This is priceless. And their opponents.
Are you sure we can't just send them back to the asylum? Are you sure?
Oh, they're going back.
The asylum?
They're going back.
I knew these guys looked familiar.
From the Dimension Hill State Hospital, the combined weight of 550 pounds, Dimension Bradley and Joe King, they are the real life freaks.
Tell you what, boys, apparently the real life freaks did some shopping today.
Well, wait a minute. It is summer, of course, and maybe we're getting ready for some backyard fun and hijinks.
Joe,
where
King,
are you going? What's wrong with you?
He is terrified because he charged these two individuals.
Listen, ABT, you've done some questionable business in your time, and if you tried to screw over these real life freaks,
tell you what, gentlemen.
Would they know if I did?
Whiskey business.
Oh my goodness. Already getting acquainted are these four individuals. It was not but some 30 days ago, Kevin Kelly in this very arena where Whiskey Business decided it a good idea to decorate the real life freaks with tiaras and lipstick.
Now, Fleener,
shut up now.
I love Whiskey Business, you know it. I question anybody's sanity that wants to fight the real life freaks in a no DQ match. They don't follow the rules in a regular match.
They hit folks when they're not angry, and they use one another for weapons.
I've said it time and again. The best use of Joe King is as a projectile.
The idea of what Whiskey Business did to the real life freaks was to send that message. That they see them as less than real men. And here's a cover and two and a kick out. Again, it's one fall, no disqualification rules. And when you remove the facial coverings from the real life freaks, and you paint them with lipstick and put tiaras on their hands. And wait a minute. That's some classic vinyl we've got.
I am not.
You can't let him destroy that. Oh, come on.
Wow.
The sound, the symphony.
The 12-inch vinyl.
33 1/3 RPM.
Johnny Rada and Braden Marshall are both just being beaten down right now. Look, they're fearless. They're fearless to fight the Freaks in this kind of match, but this is dangerous, folks.
I'll tell you what, I give them all the props in the world. But I tell you, this is the result of.
Why would you make him mad, Fleener?
Did
you see the last show? Bradley lost his marbles in the middle of the ring. He was incensed.
This is why poking the bear is never a good idea.
Well, if the bear's Joe King or Bradley, I agree.
Don't ever poke the bear there, Mr. Thomas.
I would never. I'm not a bear poker myself.
No. All right, so now both inside the ring and outside the ring. Referee's job, simple. Let's count 3, or let's recognize a submission if there is one. There also could always be a stoppage. And now a couple of spare chairs that are there for our convenience, folks, in case our chairs fail us. They keep extra chairs under the ring. And wait a second.
Man!
The stem of that chair jammed right into the rib cage.
Yeah, Braden Marshall. Joe King is just making sure that Braden has somewhere comfortable to sit later on.
You condone this behavior, Fleener?
It's no disqualification.
After what these two men endured a month ago, and the fact that they signed a no DQ match, brother, they're getting everything they signed up for. My goodness. Braden Marshall's head driven right into the seat of that chair.
Rearranging the facial features cover.
And a kick out at 2. So that drop toe hold scoring right in the center of the ring. And the referee, of course, in a normal match would be calling for the bell. But this is no disqualification rules, ladies and gentlemen, as a result of what Whiskey Business did to these real-life freaks last month.
Reverberating through this arena like a shotgun blast is that chair shot. And we can't see what's going on outside, guys, on the other side of the ring, opposite the broadcast position here. But 2-Minute Bradley has had Johnny Rida outside for the duration of this match.
It has been all real-life freaks since the bell rang and the violence began. And now, wait a second. Whipped and fired. Face first into the steel chair.
And his head put a dent diagonally across the entire surface of the seating area of that chair.
And Fleener, I've said time and again, the best way to beat the Freaks is to outsmart them. But this is not about outsmarting your opponent.
No! An axe handle right into the back of the skull. Never saw it coming.
And Demented Bradley takes a shot to the gut. He is down and out.
Whatever was happening to Johnny Rida on the outside of the ring at the hands of Demented Bradley, he has certainly recovered from.
Whiskey Business becoming a keyboard warrior here tonight.
And look at that.
There's another way to order from Amazon, I guess.
Yeah, they've got something lined up here.
Express delivery indeed as he's choking Demented Bradley. Look at his face.
That is an axe handle. Take it from someone who knows. That is a hickory axe handle. There is nothing fraudulent or fake about it. And now the 12-inch vinyl coming back into play as Johnny
cover.
Wait a minute.
And a kick out at 2. Obviously, of course, the teams did not just introduce themselves to each other 30 days ago, as you mentioned, Brett. This has been ongoing, and it has been a violent saga that perhaps tonight will find its conclusion.
Well, hopefully a score is settled. It culminates to this.
Joe King just pulled Braden Marshall on the outside.
An absolute square dance and a blender that is a no DQ match, and all 4 individuals have taken full advantage of the no rules.
There is a record collection being laid to waste, along with a keyboard and an axe handle and steel chairs strewn about the arena floor.
Demented Bradley just pointed. Is he the mastermind here?
Dear Lord, I hope not.
Who is the controlling force behind these real-life freaks?
Well, that is a great question.
It is.
I've been on a mission to figure that out for months now.
It could be an invisible, autonomous aura. They just say one of us, and that's quite simply how they leave it. Look at the keyboard keys, no control, all delete in this one. All an axe handle, a chair.
And a meeting of the minds in Whiskey Business there. Come on.
In the worst possible way, ABT.
And
Both
again,
these
this
things-
is,
Go
this
ahead,
is
I'm sorry, Kevin.
Whiskey Business has been flat on their back and on the receiving end of this beatdown, and they're usually the aggressors. They are usually the one who is controlling the fight. Yes, they can take a punch, as we've seen throughout their time here, but man, oh man, the real-life freaks are really laying one on them here tonight.
And as you said, Kevin, it's normally Whiskey Business that's throwing the punches, that's brawling, that's fighting. But they chose to sign this no DQ match against the real life freaks. And
I think the Cowboy may have had some influence on getting this match signed, Brett Fleener.
Cowboy Ron Kitchen, of course. No stranger
Hold
to
on, watch
signing.
this Cactus Jack elbow.
Oh!
Down right in front of us.
Right here in front of the broadcast
Come
position.
on.
Fellas, wow! I felt that in the
don't
heels
do it,
of my
don't
shoe.
do it, don't do it.
Oh,
And that steel trap set in the center of the ring.
there's no way this is going to be good. And I mean no way can either competitor come out in a better sense physically or mentally after this.
A violent war like this is a career shortener potentially.
Oh, headbutt now for Ryder.
Down goes Bradley.
I didn't think that ever would work on him.
But look, Joe King is up now. Ryder's still perched up top.
King, who delivered that Cactus Jack elbow, he was clutching his right side after landing that death-defying shot. Now we'll look for the superplex from
This,
No, come
there is
on.
no way.
and Ryder attacking that very same hip. As wait a minute now, across the way. Hold on a second. Look at this. Look at this. He's being zip-tied.
Zip-tied to the bottom rope there, or maybe the turnbuckle.
What a
as it
fantastic
were.
idea.
And now Braden Marshall, quite proud of his efforts.
Oh,
There we go.
A low blow. A referee can do nothing but watch, as we all did.
Not a thing.
And Fleener, apparently they can be stopped.
Well, it took a no DQ and zip tying
Oh, no.
Dominic Bradley. This is not
Music,
going to
music
be
to
good.
my ears. Music to my ears. Whiskey Business.
Oh!
And
Cover.
with the leg is hooked, and
Joe
it
King is dead.
over. No one gets up after something like that.
Joe King is dead. Someone please, really.
And I have to admit it, maybe I was slightly wrong. Because I said you can't outsmart the real life freaks when it's a brawl, but they sure did. They tied Bradley to that corner and isolated Joe King, and we see the result. I couldn't be happier.
Take
guys.
a look at that chair in the ring, gentlemen. Joe King's shoulder blade is why that chair looks that way.
Look at Bradley. Look at Bradley's face right now.
He is completely dejected and
Completely tied to that bottom rope.
someone's going to have to get a knife or something out here.
All right, so obviously now, if we look at that match in a vacuum, yes, we could say Whiskey Business able to move on with victory. But these matches don't happen in a bubble, because later on tonight, the tag team titles are up for grabs. And if the Extreme Horsemen do what everyone expects them to do, that's beat Bad Magic and become the new champs here tonight, you've already got to be thinking who could be next.
Well, here's the honest truth. Who says Whiskey Business can't come back out here for the Revolution Rumble?
Again,
If they're able
Rumble,
to, hats off to them, literally.
Yeah, the Revolution Rumble will happen here in moments. And it will give the winner the opportunity to claim a championship title shot whenever they want. Heavyweight title, or get a partner and go after the tag team title.
Now it's time for the Revolution Rumble! First the rule. In this Revolution Rumble, we will have opponents coming out in 1 minute increments. In order to win this match, the opponent has to be thrown off the top of the rope and landing on the floor with 2 feet. The winner of the
All right, so the Revolution Rumble begins. Giving an opportunity not just to mainstays here in Mid-Atlantic Territory Wrestling, but for some other wrestlers from around the area looking to get a foothold here in this great promotion.
This is the opportunity. And the flip Terry Sequoia, we have seen him before. He's very impressive. He's certainly trying to work his way up the rankings here at MATW.
All right, so Terry Sequoia, victorious in our opener with a hold, with a grip on the second rope because they saw you cheat before.
Hey, Bill Olsen didn't see it, but I guarantee you everyone else in this building did.
Now, of course, grabbing the second rope to beat Blade Brown, but here the object throw your opponent over the top rope and have both feet hit the floor. Yes, indeed, the Revolution Rumble is underway now.
And every minute going forward until all 20 competitors have entered the ring, they will enter in 1 minute intervals. So, an interesting matchup to start things off. Big boot now to the midsection.
We don't need any handshakes here. Handshakes don't win championship opportunities, Fleeter.
Trying to cut the legs out from underneath him, but
Sequoia is a quick youngster, isn't he?
he sure is.
The flip of Terry Sequoia, as he calls himself.
You can see the lucha background. Again, the athletes of today train in more than just one fighting style. Underneath the clothesline, Sequoia so fast.
Look at that. Using his velocity, using his speed to take SoFly Manny Low down.
And again, when you're built like Sequoia is, almost. And Manny Low grabbing his friend that second rope again, this time to prevent being eliminated.
And this Sequoia, I tell you, he's not as big as a bar of soap after a good day's wash. However, the athleticism, he is quicker than a hiccup for sure.
All right, so number 3 will come in. Hang on a second. Oh, Danny Copperhead.
Yeah.
Old Daniel Copperfield making his way out here.
Now, that'll be just about enough of that. It is Copperhead.
Wait
a minute.
Wait a minute, it is Copperhead. He's taking out Terry Sequoia. I approve of this.
Caught him in midair now. Sequoia has a reversal of fortune late.
Right around the goozle, and now Terry Sequoia is going to go for the ride.
Now, why wouldn't he have thrown him over the top rope?
You ask him that question. Go right ahead. Go get the exclusive interview, Brent.
ABT.
That's a great plan.
Earn your check, man. Earn your living. Be a broadcast journalist like you always claim to be.
Again, listen, you can't let opportunities like that slide, but certainly Copperhead showing his strength.
Oh, yes.
And Sequoia being launched across the ring with the heavy hand of Manny Low.
Look at the face of Copperhead right now. He couldn't believe what just hit him when SoFly Manny Low chopped him across the chest.
And certainly,
here we go, XLG member Jim Stone coming out. It's time to get serious, folks.
this is not going to be good for any of the other 3 competitors.
It'll be interesting to see what happens if one of the members of this team goes on to win. How will they treat the prize? Will they look for a heavyweight singles shot, or is it guaranteed tag team gold?
Are you questioning the integrity of XLG as a tag team, as a
No.
brotherhood, as a friendship, as a unit?
They will have a choice to make. You don't get heavyweight title opportunities every day.
That's fair, but Jim Stone and G-Money, they've wanted nothing but more than a tag team title.
I would have to agree with ABT on this one, Kevin, because the MATW Tag Team Championship, a goal that has eluded them so many times.
Well, and here at MATW, the tag team
why
division,
they're here.
The tag team division is so deep in this company.
why
The
they
Whiskey
are.
Business, Real Life Freaks, XLG, the tag champs, Bad Magic, Extreme Horsemen. I mean,
And
But he was
Sequoia,
not.
watch.
Oh, pulling himself up is the young Terry Sequoia back into the ring, miraculously enough.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, double boots now to the chest of Manny Low.
Well, Elijah Friday comes in as the number 5 entrant. So there will be 5 men in the ring.
Representing Trinidad Tobago.
Later, that means there's a 4th of the competitors in the ring, just in case you weren't aware.
Beg pardon?
That means there's a 4th of the competitors.
Well, I sure thank you, ABT.
Friday, of course, first generation here from Trinidad. And there are so many comparisons. And wait a minute.
Oh, wait!
Sequoia's about to go out. Nope, stopped again. so many comparisons. A lot of people think Friday is from Jamaica when they do hear his accent, but from the neighboring country. Thrust kick to the midsection.
And I'll add, he's very quick in his correction of that as well.
He's from Trinidad.
Yes, he is.
You've done your research, Kevin. Good job.
Of course I have.
Oh, this Friday now, he has punched in. He has most definitely gone to work. Manny Lowe showing the signs of wear from Friday.
Look at this.
I love me a brother trucker.
Look at this walking mullet.
All right, so obviously the brother trucker coming in. No one has been eliminated yet, but obviously the more Gemstone is about to go out.
If Brother Trucker were able to eliminate Gemstone, my word, what could that mean
Joel, let's not
going
even think
forward
about that.
for XLG?
Let's not even think about that
Well,
thing happening between them.
That scenario
Brother Trucker.
That scenario's been nixed for the moment.
Friday's about to go out, man. The camera crew doing an outstanding job capturing all the action, and now the biggest against the slightest collide again.
Humanity in every corner of the ring.
Look, he just.
Oh, wait a minute.
Sequoia.
Trojan Warrior Alex Young is entering the ring.
And about to exit the ring as the Trojan Warrior, Alex Young, comes in at number 7. Sequoia somehow was able to untie himself. Thank God for his flexibility.
No doubt about it. And no shield and sword in the hand of the Trojan, although I'm certain he's not needing one. He came in here a house of fire.
And Gemstone put the fire out real quick.
He extinguished
Just
it for the
stomping on
moment.
him. Look at him. Look, Sequoia is just on the attack. I question this. You're the smallest guy in the match. Why are you so aggressive? I mean, you might say he's brave. You might say he's greatest cleaner. He's stupid. Find a corner and hug a rope.
Oh, come on. How can you say that? I think this young man is maybe a little more brave than he should be.
Trojan Warrior hoping for some protection here, but finding none as Copperhead puts that 340-pound boot right into his chest.
Just get
Wait,
ready to say.
what, guys?
What?
Oh, wait a minute. Party McFly has entered the Revolution Rumble.
No way after what he endured in victory earlier on in that tape fist match against Reggie Collins. And how about that scintillating drop kick knocking Gemstone down?
Textbook in its application for sure, and now try, but that's not going to win this for you. That particular matchup, McFly, it has to be over the top rope and both feet landing on the floor.
And now Gemstone.
Oh, wait!
Underneath.
It's almost like McFly hurt me.
And grabbing a hold.
Alex Young, the Trojan Warrior, trying desperately to stay involved in this contest, and for the moment is successful, but Copperhead all but had him out of here.
Take a look now.
Here he comes. We'll see if this
Oh, wait a
changes the
minute.
complexion. Wait. Terry Sequoia is in trouble here.
It looked as if he was gone.
Preston Jeter and
Wait.
Sequoia hanging on by his
He
toes.
is literally hanging on by his boots, Kevin Keller.
But
good night.
Gemstone. First in and first out. But a great effort from the flip, Terry Sequoia, who fought with a lot of heart, guts, and determination.
And his partner in the flipping problems here, Preston Jeter, just made his entrance into the ring.
And Sequoia is out, very possibly in more ways than one, guys.
I still cannot believe,
Jeez.
Brent, I can't believe that Party McFly shooed away. What I'm being told is that he shooed away the staff who wanted to have him evaluated.
And no one would have thought any less of him if he would have opted out of this one. What he went through earlier tonight.
AJ Griffin, another young hopeful, getting his opportunity at Mid-Atlantic Territory Wrestling. So Party McFly, who was victorious earlier on in his taped fist match against Reggie Collins, coming out here and still has to be seeing stars because both men grilled each other.
Kevin, is there any way that you would come back out here if you were Party McFly for that match?
I tell you what, that's why Party McFly is who he is and why the crowd loves him why the promoters, certainly all throughout the Mid-Atlantic Territory Wrestling, have the organization have clamored to have him on their cards.
Not to mention the fact,
wait,
guys.
There you
Wait
go.
a minute. And not to mention the fact that McFly has made a point to visit the gym regularly. ABT, that man has put on, since the last time we saw him, probably 10 pounds.
Oh, here's Simply
Solid
Smooth,
muscle.
Sonny De La Vega.
Now,
This battle roll.
oh, look at that Rolex.
This battle roll got 100 times more smooth. Hey, Fleener, what are you doing?
Wait a minute. That says Bolex.
Put that down. Kevin,
Way to go!
Good eye, Kevin Kelly.
My man Friday.
Oh!
Party McFly just threw Elijah Friday out.
So Elijah Friday, the most recent to be eliminated from the Revolution Rumble.
All right, so 11 men have been introduced by my count. Look at this.
With 9 more to go, if the math,
Only 2 have been eliminated.
yes. We could very easily, gentlemen, end up with a stacked deck here, a full ring, if you will.
Here we go. Here we go.
So now the tag advantage.
And I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I think it is incredibly awesome that MATW Brass has opened the doors.
Well, they've opened the doors for all this young talent to make a mark.
Right.
But also, XLG is in the ring, Peter. These guys could easily be your next tag team champions.
And we've seen some uncomfortable alliances form, at least a little bit here, but this is the first time that we have had a bona fide tag team enter and fight en masse. So now a distinct 2-on-1 advantage for XLG.
So both competitors of XLG are your 2 remaining. What do? Does Jim Stone turn his back on his beloved brethren and say, no, I'm going for the title?
Wait a minute, what about G-Money? He might be the one to say, I want the heavyweight goal. I want to be a singles champion.
It could go either way. But I don't think that happens.
Oh, come on, you two, Fleener.
You
know better. You know better.
They would go definitely for the tag team title. All right, so this is Travis Vane now. My first time seeing Travis Vane.
He is a live wire, to be sure.
He's got a lot of heart.
No doubt about it.
We'll see if Hart wins some championship gold at championship opportunities tonight.
Manny Lowe feeling the boots from Vane, and now right hands.
Oh,
get the biggest man out. How about that way to win?
Daniel Copperfield, Copperhead, Coppertone.
Well, his
Whomever is gone.
championship dreams just disappeared here in the Revolution Rumble.
As he is dispatched to the
Look at
floor
Party,
area
look at
right
Party
here.
McFly.
Party McFly is fighting desperate. You can sense the desperation, Brent.
But why attack XLG? Come on.
He sees them as the strongest threat.
Yes. Why? And it's, I don't know whether that is the best tactic because it's basically Party McFly versus XLG on his own.
And here comes Hunter Blaze. Wait.
Oh!
Wait a minute, G-Money.
He put his hand up like, hold on a minute. This is not going to happen yet.
Hunter Blaze enters the ring, trying to make his mark here at MATW.
Gemstone clipping McFly in the ribcage, saving G-Money from elimination again. The team of XLG down.
Wait. Good night.
Not going to be good for Party McFly.
And now they'll just have to throw Party McFly over the top.
See ya. Thanks
And you
for
got
coming.
Although that's going to be a little harder to do. Nope.
And out he goes. Well, it certainly might have been a different story had Party McFly not earlier on fought a taped fist match.
Hey, from what I understand, they told him you need medical attention, you need to go to the hospital. He wanted to come out here and fight, so he gets what he gets.
And perhaps we'll hear the entire story from Lee Petrie.
Right, so this is number 15 out of 20. Out you go.
Wait.
Well, there goes my pick. I was hoping for a brother trucker night.
You just like a mullet.
What's wrong with a mullet?
Kevin, I think you should start rocking a mullet.
How about the fact that XLG now standing tall and confident? They look very confident right now.
Well, I mean, look, they're going after Simply Smooth. Sonny De La Vega. Oh, no.
XLG is systematically taking over this contest.
Yep.
They are.
Without question.
All right, so
Excuse me, Kevin.
Mr. De La Vega will love his Bolex watch back if you could be so nice as to give it to him.
Yes, I think I will.
A fine timepiece
Mr.
it
De La
is.
Vega.
Well, he'll get it later. He probably has 4 more in his bag. All right, so who is left in this thing? Again, Party McFly was kind of that surprise that he was still entering.
Well, to me, the surprise is that SoFly Manny Lowe started. He's still here after beating Blade Brown earlier tonight.
And we are now number 16, Tim Tabor.
The young rock and roller, Tim Tabor, now enters the foray.
Can you imagine?
Going right for Travis Vane. Can he possibly? Go ahead, ABT.
I'll say, can you imagine if Tim Tabor, if Travis Vane, if Hunter Blaze, if one of these rookies wait.
Oh, there goes another one.
Peter's out. But if one of these rookies wins this thing, it's catapulted to the main event.
The flipping problems that XLG had are now eradicated as flipping problems.
Hey, but I have to give the devil his due here. Jeter hung on for a good while, and Terry Sequoia was absolutely fearless throughout this match.
Oh,
I've got to admit.
no question.
Oh,
no. Terry Sequoia gets tremendous props from my book. Wait a minute, what about these two?
Manny.
So what we're left with, gentlemen, is XLG, Manny Lowe, and some very new, very...
Wait.
What? Did they just say Amanda Kiss?
What?
Amanda Kiss?
No!
She's insane.
Oh, that
absolutely crazy. She's going to take Tim Tabor out.
Bye, Tim Tabor. Oh, no!
Oh, and rock and roller Tim Tabor.
I don't think Kiss knows what's going on. She was just head of steam.
Can you imagine if she would have won? She would have been able to challenge any women's champion around the world. She would have been bringing women's champions here to MATW instead of having to go fight on the road. But that story goes up in smoke.
And our very young women's division is on the rise.
We've seen her win match after match, but she is out of this one. XLG in the corner.
What a surprise.
Going to work.
Wait a minute. Look at this. Trying a victory roll.
Oh!
But the story to me continues to be the domination between Gemstone and G-Money. There is no stopping XLG tonight here, guys.
The path to the tag team titles is clear. Wait, Johnny Ryder now.
Wow, Johnny Ryder, we saw victorious just a little bit ago. Another man has been eliminated.
This
Jimmy
may be
Dynamite's
the
out.
XLG. This might be the XLG equalizer.
I'm not sure.
I have to wonder, did XLG hope that Whiskey Business would have nothing to do with this match after being in a no DQ battle the previous?
Well, there's still 2 more men. Is Braden Marshall coming out here? I mean, are we going to see a tag team battle right now?
Well, Johnny Ryder was attempting to get AJ Griffin to the ground, was unable to do so.
Wait.
However,
he's hanging on though.
Oh, Hunter Blaze!
And now he's
eliminated, and now he's gone. And the young AJ Griffin is certainly showing the signs of the bludgeoning he took at the hands.
Look at the forearm. Look at the size. Oh,
right through the midsection.
There's bodies piling up. Oh no!
Oh boy!
Wait, what?
You can't be serious.
Did they just say Demented Bradley? He was tied
Oh yeah.
to the ring post, couldn't even help the conclusion.
This is custom
And
tailored
the
for him.
real life freaks now going to work.
This is not fair to Johnny Ryder.
Not fair. We'll just see about that. This may be
Watch
back of
out!
swords. Oh no! Ryder thinking he had dumped Demented Bradley, but it was not to be.
Down the line, blocked, and now sending Ryder in.
Wait.
Now dragging Ryder over the top
Oh,
rope.
could he possibly? Kevin Kelly.
Pulled him over by the neck.
Johnny Ryder and Demented Bradley. One or both of these men could find themselves eliminated. Ryder has been eliminated.
Ryder is gone, as is Demented Bradley.
And Demented Bradley pulled down as well, but that doesn't mean the fight is over.
As it ensues here.
Whoa, number 20,
boy.
Blade Brown.
Oh boy.
Oh, Manny Lowe. Did you hear the scream from Manny Lowe?
Yeah, this right here is a little bit of just desserts in my estimation. Oh, and Lowe is gone.
Manny Lowe goes soaring high. Out goes Tim Tabor, and now we're down to 3. We are down to 3, and Blade Brown is the clear underdog.
And here we go. I couldn't be more excited.
ABT, I have never seen these three individuals square off in an MATW ring before. I could be wrong. I never have remembered them to face each other.
So hang on now. XLG
Boy.
saying we're going to be the tag team champs. And they've got a 66% chance of getting it done.
Yes, they do.
Well, I mean, maybe Blade Brown wrestled a match earlier tonight,
Oh,
Kevin.
big right now.
Blade is not fresh.
The Alpha Dog has absolutely gone to work. G-Money is 2 on his knees now in that far corner, but Jim Stone abruptly cuts it off. Wow, what a right. And another to the red
Here we
basket.
go. G-Money now being grabbed and thrown into Blade Brown. Good night, and now Jim Stone being thrown into Blade Brown.
Shades of the real-life freak playbook.
This crowd needs to respect XLG more. Look at this. Look at the dominance in this ring.
They would respect them more if XLG respected themselves more. These gentlemen don't need to reduce themselves to the tactics they always seem to pull out of the
I don't know if you were watching the
Just
same match I've been watching. I've seen wrestler after wrestler tossed over that top rope by G-Money and Jim Stone here.
And now it's going to be Blade Brown, and then it will be the decision has been made. They will split the victory and go after the tag team titles.
Bye-bye.
XLG launching Blade Brown, and
Not so fast, my friend. Not so fast, my friend.
Now does he have the strength to pull himself up? My God!
And that ailing left arm and shoulder,
Wait.
not a factor.
Oh, G-Money! G-Money!
Almost. Blade
Jim
Brown.
Stone, there you go. All right. Let's wait. No, what?
Oh, he has done it! Fellas, can you believe it?
These people just erupt.
Oh.
No, come on, they were this close.
Yes! What a
now-
turn of
And
events!
now I've got to hear all this burn.
My God, it's nothing short of miraculous! Blade Brown proving why he is indeed the Alpha Dog, Kevin Kelly. Can you believe it?
And whether it is Chase Emery or Doug Delicious, you got the Alpha Dog coming after you. Blade Brown wins the Revolution Rumble and will challenge for the MATW Heavyweight Championship. What an upset here tonight.
Lee Petrie here backstage at MATW Scars and Stripes in Yorktown, Virginia. Tonight, Tag Team Gold is on the line as the champions Bad Magic face the Extreme Horsemen. The Extreme Horsemen are chasing the belt they thought they always should have.
It's funny you say that. You see, the anticipation has been building to this match for months. And I'd like to come out here and tell you that Bad Magic was riding high, but the simple fact of the matter is the Extreme Horsemen have done everything they can to stop us from even being here tonight, much less walking out victorious. But you've lit a fire under the tag team champs, and if you think it's gonna be an easy victory taking these from us, you can think again. Tell them, Prince.
You see now, CW, PQ, it's personal. It's not just about the titles anymore. Now, what it is you tried to take food off my table, you tried to take money out my pocket when you left me and my brothers lying in the middle of the ring. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Now it's serious, and I am more focused than I've ever been, Daddy. Because the pain train is coming to its final stop, and the Rottweiler is more like Old Yeller after tonight.
The tag team titles are on the line, Scars and Stripes.
The competitors will be connected by a leather strap. The winner must touch all 4 corners in succession. Introducing first.
And I guarantee you that's easier said than done.
No doubt about it, with the size of the men involved in this leather strap match, the agonizing journey from corner to corner. Stand and salute.
General Salazar from Sarajevo, Bosnia, weighing in at 400 pounds.
Holy
He is MATW.
Generalissimo Salazar, bringing his human force of destruction, man of war. Destruction personified is how I have always referred to him. This man is 430 pounds of absolute dissolution, destruction. He is just one of the most destructive forces. Oh, look at this brown noser standing up and saluting Generalissimo
Have some respect, people.
ABT, you're making a fool of yourself.
Have some respect. Look at this guy. Look at Man of War. General Salazar scours the globe to find these competitors. Look, this Bosnian beast. Look at this guy. He's a rock. He's an island. He's gonna break Ace Montana in half, and I couldn't be happier. Christmas is coming early for me this year.
Oh, it's easy. It's easy to say that he is going to get the best of the one and only Ace Montana. There is no one like the Ace.
His opponent.
And just listen.
From every truck stop in America, weighing in at 295 pounds, he is Big Ace Montana!
Sit down, Kevin. Sit down, Britt. What are you doing?
Hey, turnabout is fair play, brother. You know. Listen. This is a huge, monumental
If I were to imagine what the bathroom at a Willie Nelson concert would smell like, this is the guy. Look at this. These fans love this guy.
They do.
They
adore him.
Look, pictures. He's kissing babies. He's saving the world over here. But that's fine. He can do whatever he wants to do because in a few minutes he's going to be strapped to that man in the ring.
And your boy General Salazar is doing everything in his power to undermine the efforts of one Ace Montana.
Obviously now in another non-traditional like wrestling match, this being a leather strap match, approximately 12 feet long, 2.5 inches wide, and it is all leather.
Yep.
So each man will be connected. They will be connected wrist to wrist. And the object is to weaken your opponent in such a state that you can drag him around and touch all four corners. There is no time limit. There is no disqualification. There is nothing but pain, blues, and agony here, as that leather strap will certainly be used as a weapon, one would imagine.
And fan favorite Big Ace Montana adorned.
How many great strap matches did you see over the years when you were growing up, Brent?
Well, I'll tell you what, the one and only that comes to mind readily is the dog collar match, actually, between Rowdy Roddy Piper and Greg the Hammer Valentine.
No doubt about it. In 1983, Starrcade, of course. This Mid-Atlantic region, ABT, is, and again, different flavors of ice cream for fans, but it was something that for generations gave the fans what they wanted to see time and time again, year after year.
It's a different breed, it's a different brand, it's a different style of professional wrestling. Ace Montana personifies a lot of this for these fans, and I understand that, I get that, I agree with that. I just don't like this guy. I plain and simple don't like being around him. I don't want to see him, I don't want to hear him, I don't want to smell him.
Alexander B. Thomas has gone on record, but Brent Fleener, you grew up in this area, you're from Hopewell, Virginia, and you know what this Crockett territory, you know what Mid-Atlantic Territory Wrestling represents and is now bringing around to the fans, not just our age, but all the generations.
I say it quite often, Kevin, and that is the wrestling that I adored as a child. I certainly make no bones about the fact that I will be 58 years of age in less than a month, and what the MATW brass has attempted to do here is to return the very wrestling you are describing and talking about that was stolen from us. in my estimation.
Well,
to a new generation of fans who appreciate it.
And here's the thing, Fleener. I said Ace Montana personifies that style of wrestling. I will give Ace Montana this. He is absolutely fearless. Ace will take any challenge. He'll fight any wrestler. He will not back down from any challenge whatsoever. But that, do you see what he's up against? Are you looking at the same guy?
Can you imagine being connected to the wrist with only 12 foot of leather strap between you and this absolute automaton of destruction? Man of War. Now, speaking about the Crockett days, Kevin, matches like this were designed to give a guy a chance for redemption, and
they whipped him last month.
Absolutely.
Hey, Man of War, you see Ace's back was just red, covered in welts.
And if you don't think that Ace Montana doesn't deserve at least a chance for a little bit of retribution, you done bumped your head, ABT.
Again, he cannot get too focused on that retribution. He has to position Man of War in such a way to get a couple of corners, maybe almost like a blind tag scenario, and then cut some of that work down, because having to drag 430 pounds of Man of War from corner to corner to corner to corner, that's 18 feet times 4.
And if
that's
you knock the guy out, you're going to have to drag him while he's prone, and that's going to be even more impossible. Oh, man, going to work are both competitors now.
Short strikes there.
Big chop from the big guy representing every truck stop in America. Fan favorite, Big Ace Montana. Big elbow now.
And I said Ace was fearless, but Man of War is fearless here. He's not afraid of Ace Montana at all. There's not an ounce of fear.
Oh, there we go.
How could you ever tell, ABT?
Swinging the leather strap of justice across the back. Retribution for what was done to Ace Montana.
And now,
look at that.
All of the weight of Man of War being thrust into the chest of Ace Montana, and now going to work with the strap is Man of War.
Look at the back. Already at the start of this match, the back of Ace Montana.
And of course, the strap continuing to be used as a weapon, now wrapped around the throat of Ace Montana.
And that is completely legal here.
Generalissimo is enjoying what he is seeing. Salazar, of course.
And Salazar is an accomplished advisor. I mean, he's led many teams to championship gold, many wrestlers to championship gold. We can't underestimate his presence out here.
Of course, the Geordie Bulldogs currently under the tutelage of Lord Salazar when he is presenting those two Nightmare twins.
Well, right now he's presenting Man of War, and Man of War has got Ace Montana tangled up.
It's a little bit different approach now, wrapping the leather strap guys around the ankle.
Basically trapping Ace Montana in place. The Bosnian Bulldozer here.
Wait. Oh, I think Man of War might have gotten free from the strap. Nope, I'm sorry, I was mistaken.
That might answer a few questions. He's got reverberating around this ring. Are they really hitting one another with this leather strap?
He's got it curled up like a belt, and he's just whipping him with it.
Probably what the parents, Thomas, could have done perhaps when you were younger. Might have solved a problem or two.
Maybe.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm obviously an extremely well-rounded individual. Man of War is just dominating Ace Montana right now. Look at this.
Well, you and I are the same age, Brent. Of course, a different breed of parenting back in the day, that sometimes just the threat of getting that strap was enough to cause a change in attitude from a young man.
My mother would have paid. She would have given a half week's pay for this strap.
I bet you guys had to cut your own switches too, didn't you?
Oh, man.
Wait, Ace.
Oh, look at that.
Huge choke slam.
And we've seen Man of War. We've seen Man of War leave him laying with that choke slam on numerous occasions. Look at these fans standing.
And now following it up with the leather strap most certainly isn't going to be anything beneficial toward the health and well-being of one Ace Montana. Goodness.
And so now, Man of War, is he thinking about going to the corners? What's the strategy laid out by Generalissimo Salazar?
And this is where I have to say, this is where Salazar might come in handy, because I don't know if Man of War is even thinking about smacking four corners. He's just thinking about that strap coming across the back of Ace Montana over and over again.
He is lashing that back, and Ace Montana, his skin has turned several shades of red as he is now being strangled by that leather strap.
Oh. Huge club-like forearm to the upper back.
At its length, that strap, of course, can drag a man, but as you shorten it, it becomes tighter and it becomes more devastating. Then you double it up and you increase its strength.
And Manowar is just taking.
He has learned that very, very early on here.
He's just beating Ace Montana down. I mean, as much as Ace might want his revenge, Manowar wanted this. Manowar wanted to have Ace in a vulnerable prone position where he could just do whatever he wanted. And that's what he's doing right here, taking complete control of this.
Big super heavyweight slugfest here.
Oh, wait now.
Oh no, look at the drag Ace Montana off that top rope.
And I'm telling you, if he's successful in doing so, it is not going to be good. Montana trying feverishly not to be dragged from the top rope there. Oh, wait. Oh, no.
Oh, look at that.
He's actually hanged him. Oh, this can't be good. He has actually hanged him, gentlemen.
Yep.
Well, I've never seen a ref stop a strap match before. I don't know if he can.
And you won't see one here.
Nope.
But look at this.
But more and more asphyxiation, loss of oxygen, now being endured by Ace Montana. Guys, oh, wait a minute.
He's got plenty of high air to go on. He'll be just fine.
Only you would say that. Kevin, he's incorrigible. I just don't understand.
Ace Montana now somehow freeing himself from the snare that he found himself in, tied across that and being hanged across that top rope. Another blistering right hand from the Bosnian Bulldozer, 430 pounds of Manowar.
And listen to this crowd, Kevin. They're just chanting Ace, Ace, Ace. It's like he hits a second, a third, a fourth gear somewhere.
Oh, the big elbow now has landed several times into the forehead, apparently of Manowar.
Wait a minute. The big man is on the top rope.
Oh, no, he's not. He isn't. Yes, he is.
Oh, look at the balance.
Cross body block, almost 400 pounds coming across the chest of the Eastern European demolition machine that is Manowar.
Come on, Manowar.
Come on, Manowar.
I mean, I'm impartial, of course.
The sweat flies. Hey, all right, one for me.
Yeah, one for Double K.
Oh! Yay! Now do one for Generalissimo.
Generalissimo just might get one. Here's another for the fans. Here's one for me, Ace's mama, and whomever else he cares to mention going to work with the strap.
If he's going to hit him once for everybody, Ace knows we're going to be here for a long time.
I guarantee you.
Manowar wisely taking a breather on the outside, but he's still attached to Ace by that strap.
And re-entering the fray is Manowar.
Look.
Flip-flop.
There we go.
Oh, no.
Telegraphed it.
Way too much. Manowar connecting with a clothesline that erased.
And now things are as they should be.
Things are as they should be, Fleener, because look at this. Now, very much, Ace Montana is the heartbeat and the soul of Mid-Atlantic Territory Wrestling. But now being dragged.
One.
And Manowar, wait a second. And now going to the second corner.
Two.
So that's two. And it looked like Ace Montana may have tagged another one as well. So
that's
three. But Ace Montana is down one. So each is tagged three. And got to get to that fourth corner. Swing and a miss. And the dive.
Oh, he does!
No.
He has outsmarted Manowar!
Great call by the referee.
Oh, wait a minute.
Look to pull him in for perhaps a chokeslam instead. Get funky.
Oh, big elbow.
And feel it. Down goes Manowar. And getting his hand raised will be the one and only Ace Montana victorious here in this strap match tonight.
Big Ace.
How He got this done. I will never be able to tell you.
Look at Ace just after the match is already over, still attacking Man of War.
My goodness. How about all the leather welts on the body of Ace Montana? And he is still going to party.
Wait, who is this? Some fan? Wait
a minute.
Wait, that's no fan.
My God, that's O'Shea Edwards.
It is attacked O'Shea Edwards.
O'Shea Edwards has just attacked Ace Montana. Where the hell did he come from?
Apparently from the crowd, Kevin, it appeared, but he was here in a flash. Unbeknownst to everyone, including
O'Shea Edwards laying waste to Ace Montana.
he has asked for a microphone, hopefully some explanation to follow.
Turn that music off.
You can sit here and put me all you want to. I don't care because I know what makes you cheer. This crap right here. This is what makes you cheer.
Oh my goodness! Security needs to get out here and stop this.
I have been waiting for months. I have been waiting for my phone call. Now call me now. The boy gonna call me in Mexico. It's on in Germany. This is not professional wrestling. This is nothing more but a mockery of the business that I love, that I pour my blood, sweat, tears into every day. And I gotta watch your fat behind coming here, walk around like you know something. You ain't nothing but a mockery, a cancer, a blight on the business of wrestling.
All right, cut his microphone.
Yeah, somebody gotta stop this now.
This is a wonderful soliloquy.
All these country bumpkin folk and the hell I even Virginia.
That's about enough of this.
I have the microphone. I can talk as long as I want to.
Wow. What?
One voice, unanimous in hatred.
You all boo me because you guys don't know what professional wrestling is. But you know what professional wrestling is. And next week, buddy, in Fairfax, we're gonna stomp you out like the mud stain that you are. I don't need no leather strap. I don't need no chair. I'm gonna use my 2 fists. And only, I'm just gonna make you quit wrestling altogether. Good night, everybody. Love you all.
O'Shea Edwards, one of the absolute most
What is
dangerous
this?
men in wrestling, and now some of the young competitors out here. And O'Shea Edwards looking to, he's not going to find any safe haven anywhere in this building. Insulting the fans, going after the man that they love so much. O'Shea Edwards says next week in Fairfax, he's going to beat down Ace Montana once and for all.
This is beneath you, Edwards. This is way, way out of line.
This is wonderful.
Only you and the devil himself would think so, ABT.
Let's go back to Lee Petrie.
Lee Petrie backstage here at Scars and Stripes in Yorktown, Virginia. It's the big one. The MATW Heavyweight Championship is on the line as Chase Emery continues to go after the gold of Doug Delicious. Ladies and gentlemen, Doug Delicious, your MATW Heavyweight Champion.
Scars and stripes, and guess what? It's a little bit hot in here. And Chase Emery has been chasing. He's been chasing for how long? 7 months, and you still can't get the job done. Well, that's just fine, because guess what? Tonight, nothing changes. This belt stays around my waist, and I move on to bigger and better things. Chase Emery, you've had your chance time and time again. And tonight, in the summer heat, I'm going to beat you and embarrass you like I've never had before.
The heavyweight title is on the line tonight at Scars and Stripes.
Y'all give it up for these lovely boys that came out here to help Big Montana tonight. For a second, man, I got hit so hard, I thought this was 1987 and Magnum TA was looking at me. Yorktown, Virginia, y'all having a good time tonight? Mr. Music Man in the back, if you'd be so kindly to hit the people's music for him. So I can try to stand up on these size 15 cowboy boots.
Well, seemingly not injured beyond being able to leave under his own power is Big Ace Montana, but I'll tell you, it didn't look that way.
Oh, and
for
the
a minute.
smile on Alexander B. Thomas's face here. With
It's Christmas in July. I said it before.
the Big Bad Kaiju, no doubt about it. O'Shea Edwards has traveled the world this calendar year, has been on tours in Mexico and Germany. And it was during those times, he says, that was when, conveniently, the Cowboy from Mid-Atlantic Territory Wrestling called him with some dates and some opportunities. But if Edwards is out of the country, he certainly can't be here. I don't think that's any fault of the Cowboys, but nevertheless, O'Shea Edwards took it as a slight, took matters into his own hands, and attacked the heart and soul of Mid-Atlantic Territory Wrestling, Ace Montana.
And I can certainly say quite comfortably that O'Shea Edwards has most definitely entered the building now.
Yeah, no doubt about it, because again, when you are a man like O'Shea Edwards, you do what you want, when you want, and Ace Montana just found that out.
He's not a man, he's a kaiju. He's the big bad kaiju, and he just laid waste to Ace Montana in the center of that ring.
All right, so we've got 2 title matches to come here at Scars and Stripes. It's a memorable evening. How many titles change hands in our final 2? Both? One?
We'll see.
Or
We'll
neither?
see.
Only time will tell, I think one. I think one for sure.
Well, obviously Doug retains, but the Extreme Horsemen, watch, tag team champions.
That seems to be the prevailing wisdom. Let's see what happens now as we move into Titletown.
The following is an MATW Tag Team title match scheduled for 1 fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first.
There's the music. It only means one thing, y'all.
Yeah. I'll tell you, it's not the position that the Extreme Horsemen ever would have expected to find themselves in.
With a combined weight of 500 pounds, the Pain Train, Preston Quick, and ECW Original, Darrell Waller, Sue, Doug Anderson. They are the Extreme Horsemen.
So, of course, the Horseman name goes back generations here, as we know, in the Mid-Atlantic region. And when you are an Anderson, you're an Anderson for life, and Preston Quinn is an Anderson by relationships through with C.W. Anderson. There is an expectation when you fight under the banner, gentlemen, of a Horseman, and that is to win and be a champion. That is something that the Extreme Horsemen come in tonight having yet to accomplish against, to my guess, Brett Fleener, the most unlikely of tag team champions.
And you will see for yourself Kevin Kelly firsthand and in live living color. Wow. These 2 young men, the dynamos that they are your tag team champions. Certainly this standing room only capacity crowd has reacted.
And Fleener, I got to point out something.
As they usually do.
I got to point out something. C.W. Anderson and Preston Quinn came out here, no showboating, no grandstanding. They came out here stone-faced.
Brother,
they
it's
came
time.
out here focused. They are those tag team championships you're looking at right now. That's what they're focused on.
It's
that's
time.
it. And this team, Bad Magic, I mean, they've had their number.
As Mr. Kelly was alluding to, those 2 gentlemen across the way have prepared a lifetime for nights like this.
Well, you know what? You can only get lucky so many times. That's what I got to say about this.
Lightning
Fleener.
has struck twice already.
And now it's time for the wrong to be righted. It's time to correct the wrong. it's time for the Extreme Horsemen to take what is rightfully theirs in the MATW Tag Team Championship.
Well, the smart money's on them for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The betting favorites are the Extreme Horsemen. Back in 1980 at the Winter Olympics, it was the USA hockey team. They only had to beat the Russians once, and they did. And they were able to capture the gold medal after that. But how many times can Bad Magic live with that shiny lucky penny in their pocket or whatever it is that has led them to victory? Not once, but twice.
Good, bad, or indifferent, any magic they can muster will be welcomed, and they have they've cracked the code, Kevin. I can't explain it. I have absolutely, the words escape me. They just seemingly have the Horsemen's number.
Right. But again, they do seem to have that charmed life. And we can say it's an upset, or we can say maybe they are just good. At what point do we say that?
I'm not going to say that Bad Magic is not a talented tag team. They absolutely are one of the best tag teams in the Mid-Atlantic, or they wouldn't hold those belts. There's no question about that. But you're talking about C.W. Anderson. You're talking about Preston Quinn. You're talking about the Extreme Horsemen. This is not just a good tag team. This is a legendary tag team.
Yes.
We're talking about what we think may happen. What if Bad Magic retains here tonight? Then are we going to possibly, will the talk, will the rhetoric cease that they are just always outmanned, outgunned, outmatched, outclassed? They're wearing the gold and have for some 4 months now.
Why are you talking about impossibilities, Flair? The Extreme Horsemen are going to ascend to their rightful position in the tag team division here tonight.
If I had to bet the house on it, I would. But
Preston Quinn and C.W. Anderson cannot relitigate the past. They must compartmentalize what has happened to them in the past, move forward, and live in the now. And they must rely on what is premier Horseman Anderson tactics. Cut that ring off in half, gentlemen. Take a 2-on-1 advantage, pick that body part, and own it. If they do all those things right, victory will find themselves together.
I tried to talk to them backstage earlier today. Neither man wanted to share a word. They were silent. They were in the corner. They talked to each other a little bit, but they weren't social. They weren't discussing anything with anybody else like they normally do. They have a focus, determination, and a goal here tonight, and that's those MATW Tag Team Champions.
They are a rededicated, a refocused. They have spent more time in the gym in the last 3 months probably than they have any 3 months prior.
Well, the other thing, Fleener, is when you get beat by two, you have to fight them again. You study tape, you go see what happened. But every time Prince and Cross have beaten them, it's been out of nowhere. They find openings, they find holes in the Horsemen's game that the Horsemen can't even go back and find.
Which makes them what, AB2?
It makes them
very smart, very viable tag team.
I can't argue with that, but you're not going to tell me for 1 second that Preston Quinn and C.W. Anderson aren't two of the absolute smartest men in professional wrestling, bar none.
No doubt about it, and they, of course, have that legendary Horseman work ethic. It's one thing to have talent, but it's another, of course, to continue to go to work day in and day out. Preston Quinn here with a big size advantage, as we can see.
40, 50 pounds, Kevin, at least.
And now trying to hook and seizing that left arm. And this is where you've got to get out of trouble.
That very body part you mentioned, the left arm now of Christopher Prince. Oh, that wrenching wrist lock from Quinn. Oh, a nice reversal now from Prince.
And look at that. Look at Preston Quinn's face. He looked a little bewildered by that.
He was trying desperately to tag C.W. Anderson, who awaits said tag in his corner.
So look at the way PQ tries to stay vertical, and of course Prince looking to keep him away. Control.
There you go.
Carry. And now we'll bar the left arm.
Nicely done by the Pain Train indeed. A man who tries very hard to live up to his namesake, no question.
Hey, look, you can have whatever opinion you want. Cross and Prince are both fools if they want to try to match strength with C.W. Anderson.
Again, matching armbar for armbar here is taking Preston Quinn over. Obviously, the team of Bad Magic enjoying the lifestyle as a champion now. And it's one thing when you're on the chase, Brent Fleener, and the party seems to never stop when you become champion. How do these young men maintain their focus, dedication to the work that's required to keep those titles around their waist?
Well, I refer back to several promos that these two young individuals have done, and they allude to the fact they are fully aware, Kevin. Yes, they're living the good life. They've got gold around their waist in the front, but on the back there is a target. They realize a very active target, and they have lived up to the expectations that a championship team should.
So forearm freeze, Preston Quinn, and now the tag. It's C.W. Anderson. Again, a very methodical pace set here so far tonight by the Extreme Horsemen.
And now our first glimpse.
Can you imagine being Christopher Prince standing up right after getting punched in the face after completely rocked that forearm? You stand up, you look up, and what do you see? C.W. Anderson.
The more menacing of this duo, in my estimation anyway, collar and elbow.
The longer the match goes, for me, the more it's in Horseman territory.
I think you're absolutely right.
Well, these kids are bursts of energy. They're fast, they're quick, they're dynamos. CW and PQ are methodical.
And picking that body part.
Look at the smirk on CW
Look
Anderson's
at the way Prince's chest is going up and down. And C.W. Anderson is cool as a cucumber.
Well, as alluded to earlier. Oh, shoulder tackle finding its mark and just
drop down, tries to trip it.
Complete damage.
There's
brought
the drop
by
toe hold.
CW.
Floats up from face lock. So C.W. Anderson taken down.
Prince is wrenching in that front face lock.
It's 5 minutes have elapsed in this championship contest, and again, the longer it goes, the more it's set.
Open hand now.
Yeah,
to the
and that's one.
Get a CW.
That makes question whether or not you want to be a champion. A shot like that to the midsection, an open hand strike is all that is needed. A perfectly legal blow. And now reverse. Wait a second, no. Avoiding contact, but the drop kick now puts Preston Quinn down.
Wait.
And now Nathan Cross has entered the foray.
The Horsemen are outside the ring, taking a breather again.
So advantage Horsemen quickly turned around as Bad Magic able to come out on top.
And it's flashes, lightning like flashes like that have gotten it done for these two just energetic young men.
Cross and Prince seem to have their number at every turn. I hate to say that. I don't like the words as they come out of my mouth, but Nathan Cross and Christopher Prince seem to have an answer to every question the Horsemen are asking.
Again, we've talked about it, and we don't need to belabor the point that much more, but perhaps, the Extreme Horseman playbook is so widely and well known and so heavily read that perhaps maybe, just maybe, Bad Magic has been able to figure it out.
I think the only way, maybe, and it's been the same old tune sung here in front of us, and that is that Bad Magic always finds a way out.
Right.
A sliver of hope to slip through. And it's going to take something like that, an absolute just flash of lightning on behalf of the Extreme Horsemen for them to get it done, in my opinion.
How about that right hand?
Good night.
That's going to go a long way in climbing back into this one, I'm sure.
Front face lock elevates.
Oh, wait,
vertical
suplex now averted by Nathan Cross.
Sunset flip quickening the pace.
Oh,
C.W.
Kenny
Anderson.
Willie, big right now from Cross. My goodness.
And of course, we need to talk about the heat and humidity, which is intense here tonight. Here's a cover by.
Well, the sweat on all these competitors, it makes a difference. But, I was going to say, Fleener, I know, Kevin, you weren't here for this.
Hang on a second now. Watch this. Uh-oh.
There we go. The veteran instincts put the brakes on.
Oh, and again, they just can't find a way to come out on top against, and almost a roll-up. Almost a successful title defense, and I cannot believe that this is the Extreme Horseman that we are talking about. Just cannot find the way to go straight.
Kevin, just when you think the Horsemen may have a shimmer of hope, every single turn, Bad Magic has an answer.
Referee not seeing the hair pull by C.W. Anderson. It's the first time that the rules have been broken by the Extreme Horsemen in this match, but now blind tag. And coming around.
Unseen by referee Bill Olson, that tag indeed.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait a minute, wait. Oh!
Tied up, look out.
There we go. Veteran instincts.
That's 30 years of experience. That's generational skill.
Sit out, leg drop, quite effective, and certainly would be when one is tied up into the ring apron.
Now, what I was going to say, Flynn, earlier is Cross and Prince, they started off as rivals here at MATW.
That is a fact.
Bitter rivals. They ended up forming this team, and they've been borderline unstoppable since then.
All right, now the Horsemen go to work.
Oh.
And if you have ever seen an Anderson match, a Horseman match, an Extreme Horseman match, you know what lies ahead, and that is hammerlock, body slam, left arm destroy, tag, continue the work.
Dismantle bad magic, plain and simple.
Or, to quote someone who said it way better than I ever will, now we go to school. Oh, big right now from Quinn.
Nathan Cross.
Front face lock by Preston Quinn, dragging Nathan Cross over into his own corner, where a tag is made. CW will now again enter the ring.
The velocity of that strike. Look, just going to work on that arm.
Step over arm bar now. And pulling on not just the tricep, the bicep, the elbow, but the shoulder capsule as well, with the fingers of C.W. Anderson digging in for even more intensity in this hole. You look back at, of course, the Anderson journey, the Anderson dynasty doesn't, of course, begin with just Ole and Gene Anderson, their cousin Ric Flair, and of course brother Lars as well.
Absolutely.
Oh, but look, Cross, and then Enziguri knocked C.W. Anderson loopy there.
Caught him at the side of the head. Now Cross looking to traverse corner to corner.
Wow!
Just threw him across the ring. I mean, did you see the hang time on Cross?
Jack Tatum-like in its delivery. My word!
That would be flagged for 15 yards and reviewable for targeting.
Well, in today's game, someone's going to jail for assault.
But here at MATW, it's all legal. And out of the way. Watch out, cameraman. He just got drilled in the chest.
Boy, that's going to rearrange a weekend. Ronnie Dayvold, our cameraman, down on the floor here. Very close to the broadcast position. One can only hope that he is okay. C.W. Anderson, his singing voice just went up several octaves.
Hang on now. Tag and tag. Here we go.
Oh, big boot now from Prince.
Oh, Pain Train catches one. C.W. Anderson does as well.
And here we go again. Prince to the high red district.
How many times will Lightning strike? A kick out at 2.
Boy, it was so close.
There we go.
And unbeknownst to Quinn,
watch out!
Big drop
lands on top 2! And the breakup of the pin is the only thing that keeps Bad Magic from victory here tonight.
And C.W. Anderson breaking that pin, but I mean, Christopher Prince is still fired up. Hit a sting.
Hold on now, watch this. We've seen it before.
Oh, good night.
Buster.
It's over. Count
Legal
it. 1,
man 2.
2.
Oh! Dives through the referee, does Cross to break up the pin.
Back and forth the action now.
I thought that was it. That had to be it.
Yeah, so did I. And actually so did one Preston Quinn who expected nothing like what he got.
Fighting in those close quarters, the Extreme Horseman able to get it done. And now watch this torture action.
Oh boy.
And this could be it.
To an already ailing rib cage, lower back of Christopher Prince.
Good night, Christopher Prince.
Somebody,
almost reveling in the torture. 2, and a kick out again.
Boy, a move like that could certainly render one paralyzed.
And did you hear C.W. Anderson shout
or
cover?
Out of action at the very least for some time.
C.W. Anderson shouting cover. He called PT to make that cover. And on the other side, Nathan Cross said that we fought too hard for that. He said we fought too hard for that. I mean, both teams are bound and determined here. They have a goal, they have a mission, and they are only one of them is going to pull this off, plain and simple.
All right, Prince trying to palm strike his way to the corner.
Oh! That clothesline, demonic.
Prince
in its delivery.
bears a facial resemblance to Dynamite Kid, another great tag team wrestler. And now,
When this is over, he will.
straight up in the air, the blood rushing to Prince's head as C.W. Anderson holds, and now
Boy, what strength.
delivers. Cover could be it. Let's see. New champions crown 2. No.
And just when you think they won't, they most certainly do. Bad Magic. You're gonna have to maim them, guys.
Look at that. Well,
you're gonna have
that's
to
what's
hurt 'em,
happening.
and that's what
PQ
scares
is
me.
just, he's stomping on him. He's slapping the back. He's doing whatever he's got to do here to just take this kid out. Plain and simple. Take him out.
I've said it before. I'm not so sure whether they're just crazy brave, foolishly tough, all of the above.
Tell you what, full steam ahead into that corner, gentlemen. And now the Horsemen are at a juncture of the match where they have a decision to make. Time is on their side. There is a lot left in the time limit, and they are in firm control. Do they go for the kill, or do they look to draw this out? Wait a minute, roll up 2. This is the type of action to where it says to me they must go for the kill.
That's the only way. Oh, my gut wrench suplex.
See you later.
That just might be it, Kevin Kelly.
Stomping 1, 2. He had to know that wasn't going to get the win, but it's about proving a point to Bad Magic. It's about keeping him in that corner, proving a point, bring CW in. This is great teamwork, great
CW trying to bait him and does it perfectly. Now the referee's attention is diverted, and here go the Extreme Horsemen to work. With the referee's attention diverted, let's have a double team party.
It's like you said earlier, Kevin.
Hang on.
Cross now. Coming to the aid of his partner, Christopher Prince.
Get in there, referee. Get in there, referee. And now Beeling.
Oh, has thrown his partner.
I was going to say it's 30 years of experience, but look at this.
There's the tag.
Unorthodox in its approach, but quite effective as it brought a fresh Nathan Cross into this match.
Christopher Prince is a non-issue, but Cross is fired up and taking on both members of the Horsemen.
Oh, see you later.
Good night.
And just as
Snuffed him
quickly,
out. Kick out.
What?
That wheelbarrow 3D certainly looked to bring the title to the Horsemen.
Ooh, straight left, straight hand for the pain train.
Prince back up and back down.
Very quickly.
CW calling the play, and no, wait, spine, no.
Nope. Oh, shoving CW into his partner is Cross, and now going to work on both members.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, just dusted his partner with the super kick. Did C.W. Anderson, the last thing he ever expected.
I'm sure he
Here
didn't.
we go. Here we go.
No. Will it? Could it possibly?
No. Yes, they've done it again. They've done it again.
That old Bad Magic has reared its head. Oh.
Well, like I said, guys, Bad Magic retained the tag team championship.
Yeah, right? Oh, my man Fleener over here falling out.
And I mean, CW kicked Preston Quinn in the next week.
Just when you think there is no possible way, these boys live to fight another day as your champion.
But what happens now? The Extreme Horsemen just lost this tag team title shot. What happens now? XLG, Whiskey Business, all hot, really, even the Real Life Freaks, all hot on the heels of these tag team champions.
What say you, Kevin, about that? Because pretty soon that number one spot is going to have to be maybe given to someone else if the losing continues.
I would agree. I'll tell you what. The Extreme Horsemen are guaranteed money in a promotional business that is built around selling tickets. Any of the promoters in Mid-Atlantic Territory Wrestling would look to have the Extreme Horsemen challenge Bad Magic again for those tag team titles. But
they lost. I mean, I hate to say this. I hate the words that are coming out of my mouth. Bad Magic had their number again.
I think you have to start to look at turning that page to XLG. perhaps even to whiskey business or the real life freaks.
Let's not get carried away.
Well, either way, Bad Magic continues to live to fight another day as the MATW Tag Team Champions. An upset of sorts as the champions retain what happens in our main event. But right now, let's go back to Lee Petrie with a special guest.
Lee Petrie backstage here at MATW Scars and Stripes. The heavyweight title is on the line. I'd like to bring in Chase Emery, if I can. Chase Emery is going against the MATW heavyweight champion, Doug Delicious. He's been chasing him all up and down the Commonwealth, and he gets his shot at the title tonight.
You know, the journey to get here where I am at today has not been a good journey. I tell you what, I've been kicked in the balls, I've had my eyes raked out, and I got bashed in the head. But Doug Delicious, no matter what scar you try to give me, I'm going to overcome it. And here's a piece of advice for you. You can hit as hard as you want in this life, but it's not about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you get hit and get back up.
Chase Emery and Doug Delicious, the heavyweight title is on the line here at Scars and Stripes.
And now it's time for the following contest is an MATW Championship match scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Boys, we have come to that glorious point of the evening where the rubber meets the road. ABT, your main event of the evening. One can only pray I still can come out of this. I said one title would change hands tonight.
For Chase Emery. Chase Emery, he's beaten Doug Delicious twice.
He has indeed.
Once in six-man tag action, and once in a convoluted win, in my opinion.
Oh boy. Oh Lord.
Now,
Do I have to?
Obviously, the man we are about to see represents this company as its heavyweight champion. However, the sneer and the face says it all, and the hatred from this crowd is universal.
This man is a bona fide legend. He shared the ring with men like the Road Warriors, like CM Punk, but more importantly, right now, in the moment, he won the MATW Championship in a tournament and has not lost it.
He's the first and only.
That's it. One guy, Doug Delicious. One guy has held that blue championship. It is Doug Delicious. And Chase Emery, he might be bound in determined, but good luck prying that belt from the fingers, from the hands of Mr. Delicious.
I can tell you, Delicious has certainly no shortage of excuses as to why the young Emery was able to garner victory against him. However, it has all been for naught in my opinion. Man still wearing that blue hardware.
Well, this is his chance. This is his opportunity to prove me and the rest of his doubters wrong and take that belt from Doug. Let's see, Flainer.
And again, when you look at a veteran wrestler like a Doug Delicious, you have to wonder how much longer he plans on competing. Obviously, while still the reigning champion, thoughts of hanging up the boots would be, of course, that's not going to happen. He makes too much money. But if Chase Emery is successful tonight, one of the reasons why the fans are so hopeful, because they absolutely hate Doug Delicious, is that the possibility of retirement could be there. But at the same time,
you hear these fans, Doug disgusting, no respect whatsoever for the champion, the man that holds the gold.
Respect is earned.
I think they respect the title, just not the man who holds it, because of a whole wealth of actions.
Well, I mean,
every statement.
He's called these people everything
But he wins. He is the champion. He's beaten wrestler after wrestler. Chase Emery got lucky a couple times.
Again, the one thing that Doug Delicious does say is he's made no secret about his veteran status and how long he's been in this industry, but he says to all of these young up-and-comers, if you think you can beat me, come down and fight me.
We've seen it. We've seen him issue the challenge time and again. He says, bring it. Come on. Come in here, earn your shot. I'm ready.
And now he's making the kid cool as he is.
Might be the last time he kisses that. It might be goodbye.
Kissing it goodbye, perhaps we'll see. But you can already see the games being played by Doug Delicious, making Chase Emery wait.
And
that's veteran instinct. It's smart. It's years and years of doing this,
Exactly right. I completely agree with you.
Thomas, I know you're not going to agree with this, but I think Kevin Kelly might. Do you think maybe, Kevin,
look at that beautiful
Doug
title,
has those 2 losses, even though they were not where he had to forfeit the title to Emery? He knows he lost to him twice. I think in his heart of hearts, Delicious knows Emery. He's almost worried, maybe, dare I say, scared of him.
Yeah, I can't agree with that. Does this look like a man that's worried? Doug's not worried. The only thing he's worried about is that fan and his disrespect.
I guarantee you he better start paying attention to what's going on inside the ring as opposed to wwhat's happening outside of it.
I think if you ask Doug Delicious, and again, obviously that's not his birth name, but rather one earned through reputation. If you ask the champion in a neutral setting, what do you think about Chase Emery? I have a feeling that the champion would have praise for Emery for his wrestling skill and for the future. But is that time now? We know that Chase Emery is a blue chipper, but is he the man to take this title off of Doug Delicious here tonight?
We've seen Emery win match after match, not just here in MATW, but around the Mid-Atlantic region. I've seen him win gold, but this is MATW. This is where everyone in the Mid-Atlantic congregates, the best of the best of the best. Right here, Doug is the best of the best. Can Chase Emery beat him? Not in my estimation.
A very storied amateur background.
Not tonight.
Does Chase Emery possess, not only that, a physique that is certainly the envy of this broadcaster?
Now squawking about perhaps some oil or something on the skin of Emery. Boy, Doug Delicious doesn't miss a trick.
Isn't it nice that Doug wants a nice fair competition here?
Yeah. If he'd only deliver one, we're still waiting for that.
Look. So now Doug Delicious trying to pull Chase Emery into what could be a problematic corner, and instead covering up. And this crowd is booing so far a lack of action from their champion. And now Doug Delicious is sliding out to the ring.
Right here at the broadcast position. And
slides out to the floor.
Well, Doug's the champ. Doug does things on his time. Mr. Delicious does things on his time.
Mr. Delicious.
And I don't see a problem with this. I think this is a great
idea. Look at it. Staring a hole for a little kid over there. I mean, absolutely. Come on.
That kid's trouble. He's been trouble the whole night.
Beyond the pale. This is what you deal with every month. Every show.
There is no break from it.
We got to thank all the fans who have tuned in for Scars and Stripes. And again, it's been my great pleasure to sit between the every week Mid-Atlantic Territory Wrestling broadcast team. They are outstanding folks, and it has been my pleasure, my thrill to help host tonight's event. But each and every week you guys have been shouldering the load and continue to, while I continue to watch from the outside. But man, oh man, I couldn't be more proud of having had this chance to work with you guys here tonight.
Wow.
Really glad to have you here, Kevin. You make me look a lot better on my left side than it normally does.
Okay, well.
Collar and elbow tie-up here, champion and challenger, and a rake in the eyes from Doug Delicious.
And I will likewise thank you, Kevin, for certainly your awesome, generous remarks. And it has been an honor to hear you say my name.
I love Brent, but you got way more hair than he does. It's style better.
I think the three of us together could put together a really nice hairpiece.
I think Doug Delicious right now is putting together a mountain of offense. And Emery,
And the not follically challenged Chase Emery.
No doubt.
The scoop and the slam, and the champion now down after the drop kick. Boy, oh boy, tenacious.
I'll tell you, the soles of his boots landing thunderously into the chest of the champion who has decided involuntarily to take a break outside.
Mr. Douglas Delicious Esquire is just catching his breath out there. Chase is in the ring, and the thing about it is Chase is not standing there. Chase is walking around. He's hyping. He's ready to go. He's going to wear himself out. Look, now he's going to chase Doug.
Watch out. This is exact. And now Doug Delicious on his horse, and is going to make the challenger Chase.
And he does.
Watch the
wait.
Drop toe hold.
Very nicely done.
La Magistral. How about this? And a kick out.
Only a 2. Hey guys, how about we say a big MATW hello to Bill and Judy Wheeler, who are watching tonight, I'm sure, from Richmond, Virginia. Big fans.
Well, they are watching as Douglas Delicious retains his MATW title. If everything goes the way I hope it will. But right now, I have to say what I'm seeing. Chase Emery has him locked in this hold. And I've got to say, we talked about Doug being a little bit older than Chase Emery, just a few years.
Okay.
And I wonder, though, cutting off his air supply like this, the longer this goes, Kevin, it's got to favor Chase, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. But again, you talked about it earlier. Chase is exerting a lot of energy doing nothing.
Yep.
He has taken 10,000 steps, it seems, in this match, while Doug Delicious has kept a very genteel pace.
That 40 years of experience of Doug, every step counts. He's making every step count. I agree with that. But here, you're cutting off that oxygen, cutting off the air supply. That's a quick way to get an advantage in the match.
So they're maintaining the side headlock. Of course, the great amateur champion, Chase Emery, and fans notice that pronounced cauliflower ear. You think about great promoters throughout the years, and of course, Paul Bosch, the Houston promoter.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, where'd you get them ears? Wait, a badge of honor for wrestlers from a different generation. But obviously, Chase Emery earning that
and you hear Doug just said he
wears
pulled his
it
hair.
proudly.
Doug just said he pulled his hair. Can you believe that?
I love him.
This is the kind of champion you back, Chase Emery. You want Chase Emery to be the champion?
You couldn't pull his hair with a vacuum cleaner. What are you talking about?
Maintaining the side headlock is Chase Emery. And Doug Delicious now trying to use a lever here, get that elbow underneath the chin.
There's no gap, there's no space, he can't.
No.
And whether I like it or not, guys, at the risk of being overused and hackneyed, of course, Doug Delicious is the champ for a reason.
Yes.
I mean,
what's to stop him from rolling out of the ring and taking a 10 count?
Nothing.
What?
Him?
Take the loss, who cares? You're still the champion. You still got the money that comes with being champion.
All right.
Done something like that before.
You start to do that, and you start to have phone calls from the Cowboy.
Oh, Cowboy Bill.
Hey now,
Cowboy Ron Kitchen.
If he decided, again, to make that decision.
Because do you want a quitter representing your most prestigious piece of hardware? I don't think so.
Wait.
Oh, Emery reversing now and going to work, guys.
And again, what we saw earlier tonight with Blade Brown winning the Revolution Rumble, already declaring himself.
No. And I don't think that came at the hands of Doug Delicious.
Doug Delicious didn't do anything.
But look at his face. Look at Doug's face. Doug is looking. He sees this as maybe an opportunity, maybe blood in the water.
Why is he not zeroing in on this leg? Why is he not going after Chase Emery, who may have? There he goes.
Oh! That leg could have been broken prior to that.
So a few years ago, Tokyo Dome Wrestle Kingdom. Jeff Cobb going after Tetsuya Naito. Chase, with Naito continuing to work on that leg for weeks leading up to the match. Jeff Cobb, similar position, goes for a leapfrog, lands awkwardly, and then the leg gave way. And Tetsuya Naito at a walk in the park victory at Tokyo Dome over Jeff Cobb. We have just seen the exact same thing happen. Look at this. Hip swiveling pervert.
Yeah. A little early for that. Way early for that. I know it doesn't look very good right now for Chase Emery, guys.
It looks great to me.
You're incorrigible. It's incredible. It's incredible how disingenuous you can be.
Once you know you have it in the bag, why not take your time? Why not celebrate? Why not have a good time?
And obviously, well, okay, so what happened to Chase Emery? Why did his knee give? Well, the canvas, the ring, goes down and then comes up, as you can see Doug Delicious doing his work. So as the ring comes back up, it meets the bottom of the boot of Chase Emery, and everything jams together.
Yep.
And it sends shock waves. It sends fire up and down your leg from hip to toe.
And guys, Emery is on, I would say, from this vantage point, he has found it impossible to stand upright.
But that's not stopping. Look, he's still swinging it, Doug. I mean,
would you have expected anything less from Emery?
I'm telling you what, if Chase Emery had challenger's odds against the favorite and champion, obviously now.
Oh, look at that.
Obviously now those odds have gotten longer because a one-legged challenger cannot beat Doug Delicious.
So Brent, Kevin, let me ask you this. Talk about challengers. If you're Blade Brown and you're watching this on the monitor in the back, who do you want to win? Do you want Doug to retain? Or do you want Chase to win and then you have a title shot against the guy who might not be able to defend him?
I'll let Kevin answer first.
Imagine the satisfaction of beating Doug Delicious and saving MATW from his reign of terror. Yep. But at the same time, I would imagine that in Blade Brown's mind, it perhaps could be easier to beat the young Chase Emery with a bright future, but has yet to fully get there yet. But again, if he beats the champ here, all kinds of momentum swings.
But even if he does, what if he beats the champ and that leg is no good? If
That's
he's
another
broke
factor.
leg, if he sprained something, I mean, then Blade might have a walk in the park for his title shot.
Could very well be.
I see Blade Brown peering upon either of these gentlemen as just something in the way of him achieving glory.
Well, right now,
but he'd rather it be Doug if he had his choice.
Right now, it looks like it might be Doug. Doug is going to work on Emery.
Oh, and I'm sure Doug Delicious just wiping some of that oil off the back of Emery.
Let me help you out there, youngster.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
what else would it be?
Probably all 10 of his fingernails digging into him.
He's even encouraging. He says, come on, Chase.
Right. Realizing, of course, the young Chase Emery is unable to fully participate at this point in the match.
So the question I'll ask, this is a main event, this is a title match, but at some point does the referee consider, wait a second, this might end here, a kick out at 2. Does the referee use his prerogative and another kick out to think about, call for a stoppage to this match, because at some point Chase Emery just cannot defend himself.
I think, Kevin, that comes if Emery does prove, in fact, that he is unable to continue.
And let's ask those two counts he just got. Do you really think he planned on pinning him? Who knew Emery was going to?
I think he's taking the temperature of Emery just to see where he's at.
Oh wait, he has made it up to at least one boot and comfortably.
He doesn't have a base, and he's a right-legged kicker. And how in the world now is he feebly? Oh yeah, there is no chance for Chase Emery to move offensively with any effectiveness at all.
We might be seeing. This could be it.
This is painful to watch, guys, but it's got to be 3 times as painful for Emery.
Oh! That's got to be it, right? It's got to be Doug.
Not only wrenching the neck and the trapezius muscles around so swiftly like that, but that leg came into play as well.
And Kevin, like you said, referee Tom Myers checking on Chase Emery.
I think he asked him quit. He asked him if he wanted to quit, and now Doug Delicious.
You know, he's never
ever.
But guys,
you got to take that question out of the athlete's hand.
Yes.
You can't leave it up to him.
I agree.
And look at this hobbling to greet Delicious, who had designs of coming off that top rope,
which was certainly at this particular juncture proving to be a very bad idea.
Look at this.
Oh!
Unable to follow up, though. Chase Emery collapsing.
Emery did everything he could to throw him off of that top rope, and you see he's paying the price for now. He can't stand. I mean, and Doug hit him with the sweet kiss goodnight. Doug should have made the cover right there. 1, 2, 3, wrap this up. You know, I hate to say that Doug might be toying with him.
I think, though, maybe toying isn't the word here, ABT. I think he knows now, well, if he...
It's going to get him in trouble.
If he doesn't realize that Chase Emery is going to have to be seriously injured to quit this, then he is certainly fooling himself.
Swing and a miss, and look at this on one leg. Able to hoist up Doug Delicious, cover, leg hook, and a kick out at 2. But every movement, every motion of Chase Emery right now is sending cascading amounts of pain down that left leg.
And further damaging it, and further straining it.
Emery trying to pull himself up to a vertical base. Doug seems a little dazed and confused by this.
Is the title worth
what
Chase Emery is enduring?
Well, he certainly thinks so, but Doug Delicious right now, look at this.
And now setting.
Oh, this is not going to be
delivering
any good at all.
The figure 4 leg lock.
Gotta be it. That's got to be it.
What possibly could Emery do? I'll admit it. There's no way I could have lasted anywhere near this.
Look, I mean, Emery, he won't give up. He refuses to call it quits.
And I can't think of any other that would have lasted this long either,
We've
guys.
seen athletes pass out from the pain before that we thought would never, ever submit. And again, you're so focused on dealing with that pain and that threshold. Well, he's able to scramble to the bottom rope.
And guys, if Chase Emery, if the unthinkable were to happen and he were to have given up, certainly there's no shame after what this man has endured for some,
Emery
10, 15 minutes.
Emery hung on, and now hold on a second.
Wait a minute now.
Wait a minute.
Preston Quinn and Anderson have both entered the arena.
Well, so the Extreme Horsemen who stood atop Emery, along with Doug Delicious most recently, now have come down here to ringside. Here we go.
Emery.
Leg sweep.
Look at this.
From Emery, can he?
It's over. 2. Pulling the referee out.
Yes. That was a 3. Kevin, that was 3. Oh, wait. Bad Magic has entered.
Wait, what is this?
They're fighting like hell in front of us.
Absolute chivalry is
this?
what it is. The Horsemen have been removed from the arena. It is now back to some sense of normalcy. Wait, Emery.
He's standing, but that adrenaline
He's hobbling.
As soon as that adrenaline wears off, Kevin, his leg is going down.
All he's got to do is hit one more. He's already hit one Russian leg sweep. Can he hit Doug Delicious with the coup de grace?
Oh!
And sweet kiss goodnight.
No!
Hooks the leg.
And he's got it.
Doug Delicious victorious. There will be children crying in the streets, women celebrating, men openly weeping.
Your gloating is ugly.
It's not gloating. Doug Delicious is just simply victorious.
Were it not for the involvement of the Extreme Horsemen, ladies and gentlemen, Chase Emery on one leg would be writing the story of the year in Mid-Atlantic Territory Wrestling, how he defeated Doug Delicious to become the new champ.
There is no question.
But instead, because of Preston Quinn and C.W. Anderson, the scourge of the Mid-Atlantic Territory continues to reign supreme.
I won't even disagree with you, Kevin, but I will say that I love it. I'm happy that C.W. Anderson and Preston Quinn were here to save the day. Chase Emery loses. Doug Delicious is still your champion, and I couldn't be happier, Brent.
Reveling in the moment of championship victory here tonight. And I'll tell you what, the fans they're heading for the exits quickly. Their hopes of seeing a new champion crowned here tonight, their Chase Emery shut down, dashed.
Guys, just bask in the greatness that is Douglas Delicious.
Well, Lady Luck came in the form of two gentlemen.
Oh, wait.
Bad Magic here to help chase Emery up. Doug Delicious.
Thank goodness someone is.
I would imagine that
making his way
Chase
out.
Emery very soon is going to be seeing an orthopedist.
That would be the wise choice.
Yep. Seeing an orthopedist and getting an MRI.
I'm going to tell you something, champ. Your day's coming, buddy.
Well, come on now. No, 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 no.
I'm an old man.
Flater don't get up.
All right, so as Bad Magic is helping, Bad Magic is helping Chase Emery to the back, and Doug Delicious finally being sent back towards the locker rooms. We can begin to put a bow here on what has been a spectacular night of professional wrestling action, as only the Mid-Atlantic Territory Wrestling Group can deliver.
What a night for Blade Brown. Blade Brown starts off the night by losing to his longtime foe, Manny Lowe, and then winning the Revolution Rumble. What an up and down night for him.
But what it means is that obviously the next challenger that Doug Delicious will have to consider is Blade Brown after his win tonight in the Revolution Rumble.
A more athletically built version of Chase Emery, in my estimation.
Again, when you look at what the champion can bring, he was fortunate tonight because Chase Emery, that was sheer luck.
I can admit it. He was lucky tonight, but he did finally put an end to this Chase Emery thing, and I couldn't be happier with that.
Of course, the luck story continues to unfold with Bad Magic, and there's only so many times you could be lucky, Brent Fleener, before you got to just say that Bad Magic is a better team than the Extreme
They
Horsemen.
most certainly have their number, or seemingly so, Kevin. And that poses another question, as we have certainly asked here tonight. How long will the Extreme Horsemen retain that #1 contendership?
But how about O'Shea Edwards?
Yes.
O'Shea Edwards hopped, I thought it was a fan, hopped the guardrail and just destroyed Ace Montana, left him laying. How many times do you see Ace Montana get laid out like that?
Not very often.
not
I
an
can
often
count them
thing.
on one hand and have fingers left over.
And a challenge laid down for next week in Fairfax. We'll have more news about that. Obviously, as we talked about Blade Brown winning the Revolution Rumble, how about that no DQ tag match with Whiskey Business getting that victory over the Real Life Freaks? But there is so much more, I have a feeling, that we will see from those four men. And of course, Tate Fists as well. Reggie Collins, Party McFly, they let it all hang out with Party McFly getting the victory.
And Party McFly then participating in the Revolution Rumble.
Crazy or stupid, or guts and heart, you make your call either way. We thank you so much for joining us.
All right, so the lights are on and the action will continue very, very soon. But my friend, it has been a pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine.
And even...
Pleasure's all yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much. To the staff and crew, my thanks as well for having me as a guest here tonight, but you are in very capable hands. And the action for Mid-Atlantic Territory Wrestling, gentlemen, where does it continue? How can fans watch?
www.matwonline.com for any, every, all things MATW. Also join us on several platforms of social media, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, you name it, we're there.
MySpace?
Well, of course. Boy, if you're still on MySpace, that explains a lot.
I'm the voice of reason, Alexander B. Thomas. This is Kevin Kelly.
Main event, Brent Fleener bidding you all so long for now.